What's up YouTube? Marzio Grava here of the Tunes and Tones series, where I talk about gear and gear and gear and gear. So I've been promising to talk about jet guitars for a while, and that's happening just after I had the opportunity to try their basic Strat and Telecaster models. So the reason for doing this video is actually because I've seen so much hype about this brand online and also on their own Instagram page where they are promising high-end feel to the masses, like cheap guitar that gives you a high-end feel. So I felt obligated to do this video because, this is a slogan that we cannot even incriminate them because it's a slogan that's very subjective, what is high-end feel. But yeah, this is like 200 euros or a bit more with the delivery, depending where we are in the European Union or the European continent. And first thing I got, the feeling I had when I got these guitars is that, they're very dirty. So I was really stripping off the strings and cleaning a lot the fretboard, the frets, full of grime, and really your hands will be the tip of your fingers will be really black after you play them. So I was conditioning the fret, cleaning, conditioning, same with the frets and the fretboard, and adjusting a bit the pickup heights, and then trying them for the first time. So of course these look like pretty instruments, and it's quite amazing that they are selling for 200 euros if you just look at that aspect. Sure, but what I felt is that people, either because they are paid by the brand, sponsored somehow, or that they don't know what is high-end instrument. They're telling a lot of bullshit online. Now these are 200 euros guitars, and they feel like 200 euros. They sound like 200 euros, and they look like 200 euros, honestly. They don't look high-end. This is really... Also, there are various quality issues here. The knobs, for example, are scratching the control plate here. There is not even a proper spacing between the actual knob and the plate. The setup obviously was mediocre, but then it's a cheap guitar, and it feels like a toy. Right now, I do have great instruments and I do have high-end instruments, but it was never, for a long time, this was never the case for me. It was really, I think the first 20 years of my life I played with cheap instruments. So I know what is cheap, what is not cheap, and I know the difference. Now, the videos you see online will show these guys with loads of effects, plenty of distortion, and a lot of EQing, because that's what you need to do with a very cheap instrument when you're in a studio environment. It's not plug and play and it's going to sound great. You need to treat the sound, and that's the easy part. Of course, you listen to it all. It's cheap and it sounds good, sure. After processing through effects, EQing, compression, and in the mix context, sure, they sound fine. This one's going to sound like a Telecaster on a recording, but how to get there, that's the whole point. And how to get there is a painful experience, in my opinion. You don't feel great about playing these guitars. When I'm doing a little bend like this, and it doesn't feel right. Something's not right about these things. But of course, if I had only 200 euros, this would be among the choices, right? So sure, if you don't have more to spend, go ahead, get a jet guitar. And I think for this price, it's hard to get anything better. I don't know, Harley Benton maybe. At least they're not promising high-end feel when they sell something cheap. I find that to be more honest. But honestly, sure, give it a try. If you have some 200 euros spare, you want to give it a try like I did. I bought them. I bought two at the same time, and then I sold them, right? This one is sold already. I just need to ship it. But the other one, the Strat, I even have a short video with that one. I sold already, and it's shipped. And the feedback I got from the buyer was the same what I'm sharing with you here. So if you're really serious about guitar, if you really know instruments, you're not going to go around telling that these are great guitars for 200 euros. They are 200 euros, they are worth 200 euros, they feel like 200 euros, and they sound like 200 euros, and they look like 200 euros. All right? Cheers.